Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Speedforce. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Speedforce, the Flash podcast. I am your host, Anthony Hernandez.
And I'm your other host, Phil Mannard. Today we are talking about the episode The Reverse Flash Returns. I think that's the title of it. Do you think, is that the title? The Reverse Flash Returns? It's episode 11.
Yep, Reverse Flash Returns. And, I thought this episode, honestly, it threw me through a loop because I thought it was going to be his origin story, which it was, but not involving our current story. Like, I thought it was all going to be in the future and him getting his suit and him copying the experiment that got him his powers like Barry. But, I like the way they went. It was way better the way they went about it.
Yeah. A thing that we don't really talk about much, like we talk about at the very end, is my Twitter. I live tweet the episodes and everything. I have so many people that follow. Like this last week, I gained so many new followers on Twitter.
Because we're awesome.
Crazy. Yeah. It was crazy because so many people were hitting me up and messaging me on Twitter and stuff. It was so fun that I got to interact and everyone was coming to me for information. It was really fun. I had a great time. The episode was phenomenal. It's so much better than the episode that we had just last week.
All drama.
This one was all action. You called it.
Yeah, seriously, we got to see a wormhole open. We went through a whole season's worth of information in just one go.
Boom.
Time travel, Reverse Flash, Gideon, what else was there? Oh, Tina McGee was in it.
Yep.
We got Harrison Wells and Reverse Flash kind of have a stare down for a minute.
Yeah, I like that part. That was great. I love their interaction between each other because
I'm no one of importance.
He actually quotes Princess Bride.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Jeez. We get to see Cisco get his glasses, legitimately have his vibe glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, I was when I was watching that, Phil, I was thinking, oh, Phil is, going crazy.
I was losing it, on the Twitter. I was oh my god, full-on vibe mode. Yes.
I thought, at first, I was kind of bummed out because I thought his whole, nose bleeding thing was a result of the glasses. And I was no, don't make those hard to use. No. Make those so easy. Don't make those hard.
No, because he was getting ripped out of, time.
It
was Morty and the Polaroid. Or Marty and the Polaroid.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, though, because he was the only one affected, but I think it's because he could see through the multiverse. He was so heavily affected by it.
Yeah.
That was good.
There were a lot of people saying, well, if Cisco was losing his abilities, shouldn't Barry be losing his abilities? And what about this person and that? And shouldn't this be happening? It was so many different things went into factor here. And I like how they actually explained how he still exists. I didn't understand it at all. I figured you would understand it more than I did.
Well, the way I interpreted it was that Cisco is more sensitive to different timelines changing. So that's probably why he was affected so heavily. And on top of that, he had a one-on-one powwow with Eobard before that.
Yeah.
Which meant he dramatically changed his timeline by doing that.
What Eobard could have done is... I know it's stupid, but did you ever see the movie Meet the Robinsons?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
With the kid who has a future family.
Yeah, and one of the things is the bowler hat with the blades and stuff. He finds out that he's the one that invented it, and he just yells at it I'm never going to invent you, and then it poofs out of existence. Maybe that's I know it's a weird concept, but maybe that's what happened with Cisco. And he told Wells, he told Eobard that, oh yeah, you gave me these powers. And he's oh, really? And maybe at that point, Eobard was maybe I shouldn't give him those powers. And then that's why he started, going out of existence.
It's yeah, I can see it. It was kind of weird because it's if we get into time travel, in this show, it seems like everything is predetermined.
Yeah.
That no matter what Barry does, he can't change time because time has always already been written.
Yeah.
So if Barry goes back and changes an event, he was always meant to go back in time and change an event.
Yeah.
But I think Cisco, he's just a little different because he can see across the multiverse. He is a constant in the universe that doesn't change. And I think that's why he was affected so dramatically by Eobard's being trapped and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was a good episode. I really liked it. I wish Eobard could have stayed for like 1 or 2 more episodes though. But
it made sense that they had to get rid of him because he's evil and
one
terrible.
episode origin story.
Yeah, and I liked the origin story. It was great because he asked him, "Why do you hate me? I never hated you before."
And he's like,
I was obsessed with you. And it's just like, that's creepy. Like, it's...
I was kind of hoping Barry would have some sort of like spiel with him, saying like, you know, like you choose your destiny. You could choose to be my greatest like villain or my greatest ally. You know, like something like that. But
that would have been a great like quote for him to say. Yeah,
you know, it's Eobard's choice, the same way that it was Barry's choice to capture him and not let him go in the future.
Oh yeah,
you know, like he stopped the Tina McGee death and everything.
Yeah,
which Tina McGee should thank him.
Tina McGee doesn't have to.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, he could. I was kind of expecting that to happen, but it didn't. But it makes sense for the show's timeline perfectly. That you know, if he would have stopped Reverse Flash, it would have stopped the whole show.
Yeah, yeah. I liked how we got our 52 in there today. That was good. I'll catch that for all of you when it actually happens later. What else? We gotta talk about the Legends of Tomorrow. Like, the first episode premiered last, like...
We can't talk too much about it, because I want to give Jason, like, his fair share to talk about, but it was awesome.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
I like that fight in the bar. That was so fun.
The best scene ever.
Heatwave, just like, yeah!
I love the 70s! Just, like, destroying everything.
Having a great time.
My favorite line of the whole episode was just them getting out of the car, and just getting out of the car saying... Catacomb saying, "We go out for one lousy drink, and you managed to pick a fight with Boba Fett." Just a great line.
We get a Star Wars quote thrown into it.
And it's like Catacomb, so it's even better for me.
I love it. I love it. Legend of Tomorrow has a great future. Jason, you chose a great show to start on.
Can't wait for the podcast.
Like me and Phil, we were very fortunate because we didn't know how the Flash was going to go. We were hoping it would go a similar route to Arrow, and to our surprise, it went a better route than Arrow.
Yeah, it went way better.
And because of that, our podcast went way further than we ever thought it would go. Mm-hmm. And now I wish you the best of luck. I think you chose an excellent show, and your podcast is going to be phenomenal.
So we got to talk about the. Actually, people were asking us to talk about this on the podcast. Green Arrow's coming up to Legend of Tomorrow. He's going to be in a future episode. 30 years into the future. Couple of things that are going to be a little different. Oh, I didn't even tell you this part. He's going to have the goatee.
Oh.
He's going to re-rockin' the Green Arrow goatee.
I'm really hoping they bring Oliver's dad from Earth 2 and he has a goatee.
I kind of hope so.
Like, we talked about that before, but that's so perfect. Arrow producers, I know you listen to us. Please do that. I'd be tight.
Like, they meet up, and, like, Robert Queen has the goatee, and Oliver's like, maybe I should wear that. Maybe I could rock that. It's just, like, that'd be a cool little throwaway thing. They're also going to have Connor Hawke, or what the producer said is our version of Connor Hawke. So, as we all know, Connor Hawke in the comics is Green Arrow's son. In the show, Green Arrow's son's name is Will. So
maybe he changes names at some
I don't think
point.
They're going to change names to Connor Hawke. I don't think that that's possible. I think that it's just going to be it's kind of like saying...
What if it's his and Felicity's kid?
It could be.
Because it's already... She's not going to die.
But they're no longer...
Oh, well, yeah, actually... I don't know. I don't know if she's paralyzed.
No,
can she have a kid?
No, she can. That is legally... that's
legally? That physically, right?
That's physically possible, yeah. No, what I'm talking
the
about
law
is that
says...
they're not going to be together. They're not going to be together by the end of the season.
Yeah, because he has to be with... Laurel?
Laurel. Here's the thing. Is everyone's talking about the limo scene and everything. Like, when he gets into the car. Pay attention to Felicity and her fingers. She ain't got no ring.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
And, like, there was an interview with Stephen Amell at Heroes and Villains Fan Fest asking, hey, where's the ring? And he's like, spoiler alert, I might screw this up.
That's great.
I'm like, that sounds like something he would do.
Yeah. Oliver messed things up with a woman. Oh, no.
And the biggest part, I think we just forgot about the future event. He has no left arm.
Yeah. Hey, me and Phil were talking about this. Try to shoot a bow and arrow with just one arm. Like, in your imagination.
He does
just
it in Dark Knight Returns. Did you ever see that?
If the second he loses his arm, I'm no longer calling him Green Arrow or Oliver. I have a different nickname for
Arsenal?
him.
Because Arsenal
No.
Oh, okay.
Better. I'm going to call him Stubbs. That's all I'm gonna call him. I'm like, go get him, Stubbs! And he's gonna get his arrow and his bow, and he's gonna wiggle his chest in some awkward, weird way so he can shoot that arrow. And it's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be a party.
Young Justice, Roy lost his arm, and he was just using like the little crossbow, like taking everybody out, like awesome. And it's just like, whoa,
yeah, crossbow. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a one-handed like arrow-based weapon.
Yeah,
it's not like he could use, I don't know, like a gun, but whatever, you know, it's arrow.
Did you ever see? Did you ever see the? I'm pretty positive you've seen it. The animated movie Dark Knight Returns. It's set where Batman's grittier. He fights Superman in it and all that.
I think I've seen it. I've seen every single DC animated film.
In that has Green Arrow old with one arm.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
And he actually shoots the kryptonite arrow to help Batman take out Superman.
I gotta watch that. It sounds weird though. I mean, all you guys out there, if you're picturing what I'm picturing, like me and Phil are talking like where his like arm would be some sort of like mechanism so he could shoot the arrow. But it seems so awkward and clumsy, like almost like he's trying to like dance or something. Like, I don't know. I wish you guys could see my impersonation of it, but it's pretty funny. It's really funny.
We might record it, post it on the Facebook.
Yeah, we might, because it's pretty good. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's really cool, like that they're going the route of the comics and that they're actually going to show future Green Arrow and Legends. I'm so jealous, Jason, that you're going to get like the spotlight of this, or you get to talk about it. Ooh, damn, you got a good one. I'm telling you what. Oh, Hunter Zolomon, guys, got to bring that up.
Spoiler alert.
Hunter Zolomon. What the shiznit? What's going on?
Okay, I've been waiting a little bit to tell you my theory on this.
Right, Phil's got a theory. I don't really have much of a theory yet. I really just want to see how this plays out.
Now, it has been 90% confirmed who the villain of next season is, and it's Gorilla Grodd.
Yay!
Do you know who paralyzes Hunter Zolomon to a wheelchair? Do you remember that?
Who
Gorilla Grodd.
Yay!
So, they might bring in Hunter Zolomon to the crew somehow. And in the comics, Hunter Zolomon gets injured by Gorilla Grodd and is in a wheelchair. He then tries to have the Flash, at this point Wally West, go back in time and save him so that Grodd doesn't destroy his legs. And Wally says no. So he tries using the cosmic treadmill himself to try and go back in time.
In a wheelchair?
I don't know how... I haven't read the comics.
He must be
read
ripped,
all the
dude.
research.
He must be ripped to pump that wheelchair fast enough to go back in time.
No, he messes up. Gets thrown through time one weird, wonky way, and then becomes the Reverse Flash, and like that's his, or not Reverse Flash. He becomes Professor Zoom. Sorry, that Hunter Zolomon was never Reverse Flash.
It's like Zoom, but with a higher educational level.
Yeah,
you know.
That's so
I have a degree.
Oh man, no, I don't.
But I can't think of another name. A Professor Zoom. That works. Oh yeah,
I got it. No, but like, I think the thing that we need to talk more so about is it's Earth 1 Jay Garrick is this Hunter Zolomon. But what do you think of my theory though? Because that's what they can do in the show. Is Grodd
main villain Grodd is Hunter Zolomon enters
and all that. That they could just go with the actual comic of how they're gonna get there.
We get a Molly Whoppin from Grodd as Hunter Zolomon. It'd be fun to watch.
I
hope he grabs his leg
against him.
I hope he grabs his leg and does some sort of like ragdoll thing where he just like swings him like a toy.
Are you thinking
like the Hulk in
Hulk,
the Avengers
Hulk
movie?
and Loki?
You puny god. You know, that'd be great. I would love that. It'd be so funny, but at the same time terrible because he's getting paralyzed and we all know it. You know, it's like, he's gonna live, but he's not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, what else do we got?
I like that theory, though. That's a good theory.
Yeah, thank you.
I really don't have anything going, because it threw me through such a, like, what? When it was Jay Garrick's, like, doppelganger from Earth 1. I was like, no, that's so strange. I don't get it. It's good. It's so good, but I don't get it. I don't even know what to think about it anymore.
A lot of people are saying, what if this Hunter Zolomon is Zoom? And it's just like, that would be too forced. That would be way too forced.
He would have to be from Earth 2.
Yeah, and he's not.
Unless he originated from Earth 1, but that wouldn't even make sense, so...
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get over there in time to get the part... It's so weird.
Yeah, he can't be Zoom.
Yeah.
He just simply cannot be Zoom.
He can't be Zoom. It would make absolutely no sense.
Because Jay found him before Zoom started even becoming an issue on Earth 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I totally going on your theory on that. It makes the most sense. It seems like it follows what the show's heading towards. Yeah. I'm going with that. I want to see Grodd as a bad guy though.
That'd be awesome.
Just
Full intelligence and everything.
Yeah, I hope he starts speaking like verbally instead of mentally, because like I don't know, I just think of the DC, like not the DC, sorry, the animated Batman show, the Justice League. That's
Justice
bad.
League Unlimited.
Yeah, where Grodd just like full on just talked, and he was really really civilized. Like he was more civilized than people.
Yeah,
it was great.
What was I gonna say? Oh man, it was really important.
Know.
Next week's villain, Tar Pit.
Tar Pit.
You don't know who that
No,
is,
but that name sounds funny. It sounds like he has some bad BO.
No, he's a molten magma guy.
Ooh.
Kind of like Clayface.
But he's just tar.
Like real version of like Clayface, not like human version.
Huh. That makes sense. That's a good Flash villain because tar would slow down his speed.
Exactly. And in the promo, spoiler alert for people who don't like watching promos. In the promo, Iris gets stabbed with glass.
Yes.
And, like, dies right there.
That's a good sign,
and
guys.
right then I tweeted out, looks like Flash is time traveling next episode.
Oh, yeah, he's going to. It's Iris.
Whenever anyone dies, he goes back in time to save them.
He won't go back in time to save Felicity, though. You notice that? You notice that?
But it wasn't Felicity that died.
I know, but she got all paralyzed, thinking Oliver might, throw a phone call to the one time traveler he knows, hey, Barry.
He was kind of busy at the time.
He's like, hey, you remember Felicity? Yeah, she's messed up, dude. Could you, run back in time and make that, not happen?
He's like, when did it happen? Like, about 3 weeks ago. No!
I know, for real.
I can't go back that far or without screwing everything up.
I'll buy you a Klondike bar. What would you do?
We're not being endorsed.
I wish we would. I would just be paid in Klondike bars. I'd be totally fine with that. There's so many endorsements that we've asked for on this podcast that we have not received one. We have not received any of them, guys.
I'm still waiting for Dr. Pepper. That'd be awesome.
The Dr. Pepper would be tight and Klondike bars. Oh,
and Doritos.
Man. Doritos, yeah. I would totally. I would want us on the front of the bag and but a photo of us that looks terrible. Not even good. Like Phil sneezing and I'm a coughing.
That drawing of us.
Oh, with Black Anthony? Yeah, that would have been good. Guys, I never took the picture of it. You never
posted it on the Facebook
Oh
page?
my god, I never did.
So no one knows what it looks like.
Alright, hey guys, I'm going to walk away from the mic momentarily here to take this picture, to post it, and you'll know the exact time we actually talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, you'll know when we were recording the podcast.
So this is me getting up and walking to take a photo of this.
What was I saying just a second ago? Dude, don't fall out the chair.
If I do, it'll be for the podcast.
I don't think they heard it, but they'll understand your love for the podcast. Oh, they would hear it.
I never took the picture of it. That is so sad. I forgot.
Did you have good lighting up there?
Yeah.
Because your room's super dark.
I had the flash.
No, but I tell everybody that once we are able to get... let me see. Yeah, that's really
a great
good.
picture. Yeah, it's really funny. The girl just messed up. Like
really bad.
She took a picture of me and Phil in the pose that you're going to see, but she thought I was black. And it's all right. I mean, that would have been cool, but that's a big thing for an artist to mess up on, the pigment of my skin. But whatever, I'm cool with it. I hung it up. It made it a funnier thing.
It's up with our Mel portrait that he did for us.
Yeah. Right next to this, by the way, Mel, I have that poster where you lightning strikes twice.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have articles. I have this whole wall of our podcast
dedicated
and Flash
to
stuff.
The podcast.
Which I have more stuff to hang up because I move stuff around on my walls.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone ever comes in my room, they will see the complete nerddom that is me.
Yeah. And how podcast-oriented we are.
Yeah, I'm totally posting this right now, though.
No, but once we get... I always tell people that once we get our mics, for, our headset mics, where one of us will be on the left audio and the other will be on the right audio track, that people just need to, they'll feel like they're really with us. All they have to do is just throw away 2 cans of soda or 2 cans of Dr. Pepper and, throw away some Doritos, and it's we're there. Just ignoring them the whole time.
Yeah, if you just don't like one of us, you can take one of the headbuds out and you're good.
And then it's just awkward because then you're just listening to one person the whole time.
Have you ever been on the when you go on Facebook and they do that throwback thing where they show you something from a few years ago?
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, I keep getting them, and they're always funny because you're just man, I sucked a year ago. Yeah. And then a year from now you're gonna say that about yourself currently,
But I never post stuff, so very often I actually get stuff. Most of the time it's just a link for the podcast. Previous episode.
Damien Dark posed in Speedforce. I know that's not really Damien Dark, but for a minute that sounded awesome. All right.
I guess that link never went up. That sucks.
Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, Jason, you are actually the only reason I can go to the Speedforce podcast because you post things so often that I always just click on your notification about it and then go to Speedforce. But here, I'm posting
I just
this
let our
right
fans
now.
run crazy on there sometimes, and then I'll post stuff.
Let's see here.
I should actually read this email that we have from Jason. The Reverse Flash returns or begins. Hi, Anthony and Phil. This was an amazing episode of Flash this week. We got a true origins for the Reverse Flash. We got Cisco in full vibe mode, and we got Patty leaving, which I did not cry at. I just got something in my eye is all. I feel that, man. I feel it. I got it. I was wondering, how is Reverse Flash able to travel there if he was originally erased from the timeline? Anyways, have a good show, guys. See you in time. From Time Master, Jason Jimbo Ritter. P.S. Nice to see there is some fixed points in time.
Yeah, so actually, I can kind of explain that one for you.
Thank you. Please
Jason.
do.
So, what they're the Reverse Flash that we see in this episode is the Reverse Flash that has never met Barry, that has never met Cisco, never met any of them. This is literally, we're talking about these moments happen for Reverse Flash before he traveled back in time to kill Barry's parents. So, this is fixed in time. This has to happen in order for Reverse Flash to go, hey, I'm going to go back in time and kill Barry's parents, to start the whole sequence of events that allows Reverse Flash to die in the past. It's a little confusing, but you can't think of time as linear as a straight line. In Reverse Flash's timeline, it's like almost like a straight line that keeps having shortcuts back to the beginning of the line and back forward again. So this is just a fixed point in time that has to happen in order for Reverse Flash to even make the initial trip to kill Barry's parents.
Yeah.
As I think Wells put it the best way, it's his origin story.
Yeah.
And I just posted the picture, guys. So the time code on that's exactly when we're doing this podcast. That's funny. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've never posted. I tagged us in it too in the right spots.
I saw that.
But oh yeah, guys, I want to talk to you about Pokemon Go. There hasn't been an update on its its like release, like besides speculation, which we all think is probably going to be the 20th anniversary. Some people thought it was going to be the Super Bowl because of that commercial, but they didn't put in like a time, like they didn't say, oh, it's being released then. Some people think it's going to be released with Pokemon Z at the same time. So that way, if, there's Pokemon fans who don't want to travel and catch a Pokemon, which are weird. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that. That is Pokemon. But if people don't want that, then they could choose between, the handheld game or Pokemon Go or both.
The expensive handheld game or the free one that gets you out of your house.
And it's actually the Pokemon experience, the trainer experience, not the Pokemon experience.
I would have to go the free one.
So, the release date's still foggy. No one really knows. If you see anything that says you're going to join a closed beta, that is not real. That is
false. That is fake.
And yes, I understand. It's like the third link in Google. No, it's a lie. Don't believe it. I tried it. Trust me, it's a lie. But I have some speculation now. My own personal speculation on why they have not released a date for Pokemon Go.
Why?
Well, a few reasons. First off, and the most obvious is, without releasing Pokemon Go's release date, it keeps fans interested and it keeps us looking it up all the time. I've looked up Pokemon Go more than I've looked up the release of any other game in my lifetime because I just want to know when it comes out. Second, they released the information that Pokemon Go was going to even exist in December. In December, nobody wants to go outside and try to play a game that literally makes you leave your house. So my guess is they're pushing the release date based on what time of season it is. So I think they're going to release Pokemon Go. My speculation is sometime in spring when the weather's nice enough to actually go out and want to play this game.
Spring and summer, yeah, they're going to do it at the
Makes sense, right?
time. Yeah.
Because it was in December when they released the actual video.
It was October.
It was October? I thought it was December.
No, it was October because there were certain coworkers that were still working at my place.
But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Why release a game that's based outside during the one time, during the 6 months of the year where it's cold and you don't want to be outside? So I'm thinking that they're going to keep pushing it until spring comes.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be beautiful outside. The flowers just came up. The trees look pretty.
The Bulbasaurs.
And then all of a sudden there's a game that says go outside and play it. And then that would be the best time for Pokemon Go to be released. Unfortunately, that's not today. Why?
I need a new phone so bad, but I'm waiting for the release date.
I feel they're going to make it compatible with most phones.
I know, but I'm just waiting till it comes out so I know that I'm getting the best for it.
Yeah. I was reading also that this launch of Pokemon Go is one of the biggest releases for Nintendo in their history. Because what this is going to determine, based on the popularity and success of this game, they're going to actually release other titles into the Android and iPhone apps, the app market based on Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, they're going to keep Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, and Mario. But they want to test it with Pokemon Go because they're not going to waste all their money and time if Pokemon Go doesn't take off. Because essentially that's the best.
That's funny that they're worried it won't take off.
Well, I guess they figure if this doesn't work, the app market is not a place for Nintendo to keep pursuing, interest in. Yeah. And it makes a lot of sense. This seems like the best possible thing they could release.
Yeah. This is what's going to get them.
Yeah.
This is what's going to be important.
So, that's all the Pokemon Go news I have, but at least it's something different than what we've been talking about lately.
Yeah.
We didn't get many emails. Why didn't our girl email us? I think she stopped listening to us. She realized we suck. These guys, I think they're nerdy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you listen to our podcast, is you're a nerd to listen to a nerdy podcast. You're so much a nerd, you can't get enough of watching Flash, you gotta listen to two nerds talk about them.
What's your name, Danny?
Yeah.
Hey, Danny. And what's Han and Mel? Where's the email? Mel.
Where's the email?
Where's our Mel.
So we also got a Facebook post though from
I love you,
Javen
Mel.
Fleming.
Don't take it personal. You
Javen Fleming.
Javen Fleming?
Yeah, we've met him a few times. We met him at StocktonCon.
Oh, so it's one of the few people that we've actually met in the thing we call like real life, right?
Yeah. He's asking, what did you think of the super sick vibe? Was it really the fault of Reverse Flash or something more devious? I think it had to deal with...
Does he mean like him getting his powers?
No, Cisco getting sick and then dying.
Oh, yeah.
Like disappearing from existence.
Yeah, we talked about that a few moments ago, but...
Yeah.
I mean, my take on it is simply he was just more sensitive, He's one of the only he's the only character that actually has the ability to see other timelines. He's like the only guy. So, that's why I think it. I already explained it a minute ago. By the way, if there's any anime fans out here, I know, Phil. I know. I'm the anime fan here. I love Japanese animation since I was a kid. But if you guys want to see an anime with a guy that has a similar power to Cisco, it's called Steins Gate. And it is English dubbed, and it's also Japanese, spoken to, if you like that, you like reading subs. But I just throw it out there, you guys. If you like all this time travel stuff, that is one of my favorite animes to date. And I recommend it because it's all about time travel and how different world lines shift. And the main character, he calls it reading Steiner, is his ability. But essentially, that's Cisco's ability to see all the different possibilities and not be affected by a change in the timeline. Like, he remembers, like, he gets confused because stuff happens in one timeline and he doesn't adjust, so he thinks it continued to happen even though the timeline keeps shifting. And it's interesting. It's cool. You get to watch all his adventures. But, alright, that's my thing, guys. You go watch Stein Gate.
Yeah, I love Cisco's powers, though, especially when he finds out, wait. You're telling me I can see the future?
Yeah, that was cool. He saw, like, 3 hours in the future?
Yeah.
Dang, he should do lotto numbers badly.
Oh my god.
That explains how they keep Star Labs afloat.
It would be.
They don't produce anything.
No, they don't do anything.
They don't make anything.
How do they run that business? How are the lights still on there? They have a huge electricity bill.
There's 3 employees, and one of them's dead, but still there.
Wells?
Yeah, Wells.
Are we forgetting Jay Garrick also?
He's not an employee. It's only Cisco and Caitlin. They're the only 2 actual employees of Star Labs. And they don't produce or make anything, yet this building's huge and they keep everything running.
And they're always using electric... Dude,
I get it. Barry powered it.
I figured it out, yeah. Barry just powers it. When he clocks in at work, he just runs for like a half hour or an hour, and they're powered for the day.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they went like through like the green alternatives, like solar power, wind, water,
Maybe
whatever.
the top of that place is solar power, or solar panels, because it looks weird on top. We'll pay attention when they pop.
I'm so waiting for him to reference that, because it's like one of those things we talk about in our podcast, and then it seems like the next episode or something, they go, yeah, how do we keep this place running? Like,
one of the things that we talked about was don't worry, Barry, we're going to keep this place locked. No one's getting in here. And then Jay Garrick walks in, and they're like, come on!
For real.
I think someone tweeted at me, and they were like, yeah, so we can't get in. And I'm like, yeah, through the Star Labs revolving door. Just let people in.
There's an open door policy at Star Labs.
It doesn't matter if you're a hero, villain, know who the Flash is. Just want to know
Doesn't
who
Captain
the Flash
Cold
is.
just walk in there at one time, too?
No, Golden Glider.
Golden Glider, yeah. It's like, what? But, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we want to do before the pre-show here? Because I know all you guys, like, I heard that Phil was telling me that you guys all actually appreciated our longer pre-show.
Yeah. A lot of people like it because it gives us, like, that way they're not just focused on having to sync up the show with us. Because some people do have commercials, and since we use iTunes to buy the episodes, we don't have that problem.
Oh, yeah, I see. See, we don't have any commercials, guys. None at all. Because we're awesome. And commercials suck. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Sponsor us!
I'm trying to look into getting sponsors. Because, like, a podcast that I listen to, what they do is just, they have a commercial at the beginning of every episode. Like, it's very cheesy commercial. And it's for, like, Harry's Razors. See... And it's just like
Why would they
if you were like
Harry's razors, because it's hairy, but you're using a razor to get rid of the hair.
Dude, just go with it. So what they do is, like, if you're like me and just like a clean shave, you should get Harry's razors. And with this limited code of Critical Hit, you can get yours for $5. And it's just, like, so great. And I love it. And I'm like, I would love doing this with Anthony. I think that we would do great for a commercial.
Seriously, I would work for Klondike bars.
I hear that Audacity.
That is out there.
I hear that Audacity is really easy to get sponsors for. And Amazon
How do they make money? Just donations?
It's just whenever we refer people through it, then they get money. Sort of thing.
Hey, use Audacity. We use it.
No...
Yeah.
No, we need to get them to sponsor us first, dude.
Baby steps.
And I think that we could pull it off because we're an audio podcast and people could listen to us and it would really help out.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys...
If we tell people go listen to Audacity and they get a free book with, like, a code of us, I think people would do it.
For all the guys out there and Danny, talk about it, with everybody and see if you can get sponsors.
I'll be looking it up. I'll hit up the hosts of that one podcast and see how they get sponsors.
All right. So you guys ready for the show? Are you guys ready for the Flash?
You need to get it back to the beginning of the episode, dude.
I thought it was at the close. It's 7 seconds off. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get it at 0 seconds. Get ready. Take your breath. All right. Whew. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive. That's what she said.
So, there's a comment, like, the most famous line that Hunter Zolomon actually has in the comics is, "My name is Hunter Zolomon, and unlike contrary belief, I am the fastest man alive." It's right after Flash is dead, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
He just killed Wally West died. Whatever.
By the way, the Reverse Flash telling Barry that he's near his death. That's Crisis on Infinite Earths. They're bringing it up. Remember, throughout this whole episode, we get Reverse Flash saying, "I know what time period you're from, Flash." And
you said Wells.
Oh,
you
Wells.
said Wells.
I said Wells. I'm used to Reverse Flash being Wells.
I get it, man.
But yeah.
Eobard Thawne says to him that
he's going to die soon.
I'm going to find out where you're from. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find it. Now I know where you're from, Flash. All I need now is your name. It's just like, oh, man.
I want to know what Wells is going to use that for. Like
it's
the piece of brain he took.
It's reason to say the reason that he doesn't save Iris in the next episode is because Wells slows him down.
Ooh.
Which is in the Canadian promo.
Those Canadians, they know what we like.
And the Australian and Canadian promos always get, like, the better stuff.
That's weird.
So I like this scene where Barry just is... All he has to do is get his mind off of Patty right now. So he's just running around and doing small jobs that he can. And I love this. Wells is just like, what? You guys just sipping your Mai Tais, doing whatever you want and stuff. And Cisco's like, you haven't had your coffee. And he's like, don't slurp, don't do. And Cisco's...
I love how Cisco just keeps...
does it while staring him in the eyes.
It's like, Cisco has had 2 dramatically different relationships with Tom Cavanaugh in this show. One, it was respect, and it was all like
admirement.
Yeah, like he admired him. And then the next is all like, dude, I hate you.
You hate me. Let's just...
You're terrible.
Now that's out of the way.
Oh, I love this. I love this, what Barry does to this truck.
This is genius. This is straight Flash from the comics, isn't it?
Yeah, he does it perfect, too.
Oh, sorry. He just rips off the door of someone's car.
Your insurance will cover that. Flash-related incidents.
I bet like that is actually a thing in Central City, like Flash related incidents or and like it also qualifies for rogues and stuff.
So right here, Barry's like,
I like
man.
how Cisco's like, and the plot thickens. There's a wall, Barry.
He literally took off the wheel so fast
That all of them were still on until they all fell off.
Hey, it brought it to a complete stop. Like
before it even hit through the wall. It was genius. There's no other way he could have stopped it. It was like speed.
Now how are they going to get that truck off the road?
Good luck.
That's your problem, and he runs off. We just saw Barry run like a normal person right there. He was kind of like jogging, but like not using the Speed Force.
Yeah. Which he does sometimes. For him, that's just like a slow pace.
What's Cisco's shirt?
It looks like it's just like a town or whatever.
It kind of looks like what Barry would be seeing if he was running fast.
Oh, so they're like, Turtle's dead, and Cisco's like, oh man,
turtle
Barry,
soup.
we need you back here. No, dude, that's terrible.
Make some turtle soup.
Bad. So we have Eobard Thawne here, and he's like, I know what time the Flash is from.
I would like Gideon to have jokes. Like, why don't I have hair?
So, also, are we allowed to bring that up about Legends of Tomorrow at all?
The Gideon thing?
That Gideon's there?
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
So Barry invents Gideon, but, like, everybody has it?
Except him?
No, well,
like,
not yet, but I'm just saying, like, Gideon might be, like, the future Siri, is what I'm saying.
Probably. Did you know you could ask Siri, and it sounds messed up, it was a while ago, you could ask Siri, like, where to hide a dead body?
Jeez,
and
dude.
she would give you, like, a legitimate answer. She's like, are you looking for a landfill? Like, a metal refinery? Like, look it up, guys, on YouTube. It's so funny. Like, Siri
Or
would
if you have an
tell you.
iPhone right now, just ask it. Pause our podcast.
Do you know what she says now?
What?
She says, I used to have the answer to this one. That's what she says now if you ask her.
Bad.
I was laughing so hard when I learned that. I learned it, like, yesterday, too.
Someone sent me a video of like Anna and Elsa, just like instead of "Do you want to build a snowman?" it's "Will you help me hide a body? It doesn't have to be in one piece." It's so bad. It's hilarious.
That's great. So we get Caitlin's whole biz in this episode is Jay's dying. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Yeah.
We get the whole Hunter Zolomon thing that's thrown
And
at
then
you out of nowhere.
We also had the Patty Barry fiasco going on where Barry's just ignoring her as much as he can to keep away from her. He just doesn't want to be around her.
Barry straight slips like the one thing you never want to do once a relationship ends. Tell the other you love him.
Yeah.
He straight does it too, and it's like awkward for a minute and then serious. I don't know. I believe their relationship like is real in the show.
Yeah.
Like there's trouble. It's sweet. They got all the stuff needed.
But like Barry's just giving her the cold shoulder, and she's like, "I thought it would be different than this. I thought we could be friends still." And it's just like that's funny.
That doesn't work.
Like
it never works.
Did you watch the newest episode of Supergirl?
Yeah.
Where,
yeah, they're doing the same thing as Supergirl.
Yeah, where it's just like he finally told her that he liked her, and she's like, "I don't want things to change," and he's like, "Well, our friendship's kind of dead for a while." Like he kind of tells her that.
It's true though. That's what really happens.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's just very awkward.
No one ever just bounces. Okay, well I'm good with that. No,
we're cool.
Like,
we friends, right? Everything's good. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like no, that's not what happens.
No.
So Iris shows up to to Barry's work, and followed by Joe, and Joe's here to tell them that Francine's like on like her last day.
Sounds messed up, but
last few days.
It's about time. Like honestly,
like I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like I actually tweeted out once she dies, the best part about that is that we get more Wally.
So what's he doing? He's fusing the Flash's powers with
something else.
Wasn't that Hunter Zolomon's power though? The time leap type deal where you could just kind of like leap forward in time so fast that he looks like he has super speed. So this makes sense if Wells were to perfect this, and Hunter Zolomon were to gain whatever sort of ability Wells is trying to make, that would be the combination.
Yeah.
The Flash and Turtles. Like, move super fast and slow down time.
That would be Hunter Zolomon's power, yeah.
Yeah. And then in this episode, they reveal Hunter Zolomon.
Hunter Zolomon, yeah.
Ooh! Did I just catch something?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
that and Stubbs. Those are my two accomplishments this week.
God.
Watch out, here comes Stubbs! Oh man, that's terrible.
Cisco's trying to figure out how do I vibe. It's not consistent, and I don't know how to do it. And Wells is like, yeah, I know how you can do it. Meet me in the time vault.
The walking room.
The walking room. I tweeted that out. It was like, the walking room.
It's like...
And then he calls it the Braille room.
I wish they'd play music and have, like, Cisco, like, dance really hard like Vibe does. Like, just full on, like...
Just start breaking dancing.
I can't see that, though. Like, I can't picture
you can't
Cisco,
see Cisco doing
like,
it.
straight buzzing a beat, you know? Like, in The Flash. I would love it, though. I would die laughing at it. And it would be so great. I wonder if he can dance. The actor that plays this, can he dance?
I don't know. So we have Reverse Flash standing here.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's Wells, which is even more awkward and scary for him.
It's worse.
Because last time, do you see where Cisco's covering himself? He's covering his chest, because last time Reverse Flash was in front of him.
Kalima!
It didn't work out so well with his chest.
It goes through his chest.
Fear! And it's just...
A boogity
whoa.
boogity! Just grabs him.
Cisco's like, whoa, that's cool. Now I know how my power works.
Right here in the episode, it seems like there's almost like a scene cut out. Like right
Why?
after Cisco's vibe. It's like they go to commercial, but it seems like they cut a scene out. Alright, so he sees the vibe, he sees the people with the guns, and he's like, oh, I see the Reverse Flash. And he's here.
And Cisco's like, how is this even possible?
And then the very next scene is like...
Them all, like, they've already been attacked and stuff.
I don't know, because Tina McGee is with them. I don't think he saw her. And then Reverse Flash is taking out the guards. It's just different. It seems like there's a scene missing.
Well, what happened is that we already saw that scene. That Cisco saw it at current time, and it still can...
Oh, the whole thing's continuing.
I love that.
That's the first time they've ever done that, though.
Well, real quick, Flash is just like, how are you here? You're dead. I killed you, or whatever. And Reverse Flash, and Eobard is just like, good to know.
It's like all this information is stuff that Eobard knew the whole time in the season 1.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said, it's predetermined. Nothing they did, even capturing him and making Cisco go through that traumatic thing, that happened. It's always happened in Eobard's timeline.
So, that brings up the fact, I kept posting this on Twitter also, is that they need to stop telling him things.
All right, time remnant. That was the term I was trying to use for you, Jason, with your email.
You go right here. This is time travel information.
See, Wells describes it right here with circles. So he says, this circle right here is today, the current time. This circle right here is Eobard's time in the future. And the last circle is the past, where he killed Barry's parents. Now, Eobard is a time traveler. He's not in current time, so you got to understand that he traveled from the future at one point to the past to kill Barry's mother. But he, at one time before that event even took place in his life, traveled back in time to their time right now. So the Eobard they're facing is the Eobard from Eobard's past. It's confusing. It's so hard to explain.
It still doesn't make sense without the...
And we need Stein. We need Professor Stein to explain this, because he's explained time travel way better.
You just look at him. Okay, guys, this is a grape. This is a watermelon. Time travel. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, here's a better way. I'm trying to think of a better way to verbally explain this. Think of Eobard's time as one straight line, and in that straight line, like his Facebook timeline, it goes, Eobard is born. Eobard receives the Flash's power. Eobard learns that he's the Flash's greatest villain. And then this is where this is where this episode takes place. Eobard travels back in time and meets the Flash. And then Eobard goes back to the future. Then Eobard plans to kill Barry's parents. And then Eobard goes back in time and kills Barry's parents. That's the order of events that happen for Eobard.
Yeah.
But because we're watching this at a different time, so it's weird.
So Caitlin finally tells Barry that Jay's dying, and we need to find his Earth One counterpart so that we can get healthy cells to put into his cells.
Makes sense.
But the end part where he explains why it wouldn't work, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, because he said his DNA was altered as a result of becoming a speedster. So
I just don't buy it.
Well, Barry's DNA was altered too. Remember when he lost his abilities and they told him that his cells were primed and he could restart and basically get his abilities back?
Yeah.
Well, they mentioned that DNA was changed. So
we have the Reverse Flash using his most favorite weapon, vibrating hand, just to shove into people and kill them.
And you know what creates healthy red blood cells in the body, right?
What?
It's a bone marrow. So when someone can't create their own healthy red blood cells, they receive a bone marrow transplant, which, by the way, is extremely painful.
Yeah.
But that must have been Caitlyn's ideas to give, Jay healthy bone marrow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Francine. Good old Francine.
She's almost gone. Don't worry, guys.
Heavy drug user, only entered this one season and dies this season also.
She was only in like 4 episodes.
But she gave us Wally, and for that we're thankful.
Thank you. Wally's a jerk so far.
Yeah, he's gonna be cool later. He's gonna be so cool later.
I hope so.
Dude, be really cool.
What?
Is if he like dropped Iris in the ocean and
His
just left her.
sister?
Yeah, just
Why?
left her. I don't know. Just get rid of her.
Stop.
It'd be really cool if she ended up on like Lian Yu and whatever, and then she became like really cool.
Terrible.
That'd be tight. I love it. Ah! I hope next episode she's dying. I'm excited.
It's gonna be reversed.
I know, and it's so sad. It's so sad.
You're terrible, man. This is why she won't come on our podcast.
I like the actor. She's a good actor. Just they made her a really weird character. I don't like her as a character in the show. Maybe she came back from Earth 2 as someone cooler. That'd be tight. Keep the actor.
They get the Earth 2 Iris?
Yeah, they just kill her off, take Earth 2 Iris. She's like, I don't know, she can do hand-to-hand combat really good. Basically like an Arrow, like, helper, but just in the Flash.
Like Diggle.
Like Diggle, yeah. Like, turn her into Diggle. That'd be tight.
Like Earth 2, she's Diggle. Like
yeah, like...
She works with Robert Queen and everything.
That'd be tight. I would love that. Phil?
You're the greatest,
Phil,
we invented it right now.
We invented it. It's a thing now.
No, they're actually going to show her Earth 2 soon.
Ah.
Sorry.
Well, I hope it's what we want. Hope we just planned. Because ours is better than anything they could have came up with.
I think she's with Barry Allen on Earth 2.
Sad moment. Basically, she said goodbye to her mom. She barely knows, and now she's really upset. But I'd be upset, too. So now we get back to Barry and Caitlin. They're talking in Barry's lab at the forensic science area and the police precinct. I'm having tongue twisters today. But we get Patty coming in confused on why Barry is working with Star Labs at all. And this is the first time I think all the fans noticed that she never knew he was working with Star Labs ever.
She's like, yeah, dude, Star Labs, they got some weird stuff going on over there. You might want to be careful.
Because she shot Wells.
She shot Wells. She had every right to shoot Wells.
I would have done it too. Joe did it. Except Patty did it right. He actually
Patty
shot
didn't
him.
Miss.
Yeah, for real. Patty's cool.
I like Patty. I'm sad she's gone now.
Well, at least she didn't, like, die or something this episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, she still exists in this universe.
Like, if you know the Flash is Barry, you either, like, you pretty much have a death sentence or you join the team.
I hope they go the Felicity route with this. You know, like, Felicity was never meant to be with Oliver. But, I don't know, this season is supposed to be messed up. But he said he loved her. Haha. But
messed up.
I hope they end up, like, Barry and Patty getting together in this series. Because it's, like, it's cute. It works.
Yeah.
I don't want to get with Iris anyways. That's a big reason.
You already just hate Iris.
I just don't like her. Like, she so sucks. They should have told her about Barry, like, way earlier so she should have developed at the same time as Barry and stuff into a really cool, like, character.
Developed the same time that everyone else was developing.
Yeah, no, she didn't develop. She had, like, zero development for, like, all season 1 until, like, the very end. And then this season she started and she's getting better. But, Barry's like, I love you. And she's like, I kind of love you too.
I'm too rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm too rock and roll. You're too country, you know.
You can't tie me down.
Why can't we just get together and make country rock?
So we have the vibe glasses here. And Wells is saying that it's going to trigger receptives in your brain to activate adrenaline. Which, if you think back to all the times he's vibed, it always has to deal with adrenaline.
And to put him in stage 4 sleep mode, which is like super make a deep sleep, basically.
Yeah, but you're also like very.
It's like REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleeping when you're awake and you're dreaming, but you are asleep. Your brain's just firing neurons.
Oh, what's that called?
It's REM sleep.
Lucid dreaming.
Oh, where you could control the dream. Lucid, yeah. He's like, boy, I would laugh if he put these on and like Cisco would have just had like a terrible reaction to him.
They
they had just like one screw, and he's like, it works.
Okay, it's good.
This looks cool. I'm so happy they brought Vi.
This because this looks like it does in the comics a lot, but not like 100% like it does in the comics. It's a little different.
You know, Cisco is the most developed metahuman in the show.
Yeah,
he's even more developed than the Flash.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, Flash still has his awesome powers.
Yeah, well, it's like Flash was just throwing the full spectrum of his abilities right from the start. Like, you have super speed, you know, and you keep pushing it like a muscle and get stronger. But Cisco developed as a character first, and then he developed his meta power, and then now he's taking the time to fully understand his power, like, intricately. Is that word? Intricately. Yeah.
Intricately?
Yeah. See, I was saying it weird. But I don't know. I love Cisco. He's the best ever.
Oh, Christina Medee's dead.
Oh,
and then Reverse Flash disappears. And then he just jumps up. Ah, she's dead! She's dead!
She's dead! Yep. Do you know what I wish would have happened? And it bummed me out? That Reverse Flash never saw Jay's helmet. Because if he would have seen Jay's helmet in this...
How would he have reacted?
Well, not... His reaction now wouldn't matter. But later, when he sees Jay's helmet and says, that's my sign to leave... It would have made a little more sense.
What if he doesn't know about Jay Garrick yet? But what if he saw Jay Garrick and was like, Hunter?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would have been like, whoa, what's coming up in the future?
Yeah, because I was just thinking, you know, end of season 1 or whatever, when he sees the helmet, he's like, that's my sign to go. It would have been cool if in this episode something would have happened in which that helmet would have, you know, stuck in his memories.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it didn't happen. We should write for the show.
What else did you say? There was weird tech. There was a clock. What time did the clock say? He's like, I don't know.
What did the fox say?
9:52. 52, guys. 52.
Ooh, nice. It's now 6. Oh, here it is.
Wait, you told me I could see the future? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Those goggles are getting named immediately.
That's great.
I didn't catch that, and I've seen it twice.
3 hours.
It's the third time I've seen
minutes.
this. Huh?
He's like 3 hours and 52 minutes. Another just 52 thing, But yeah, that's funny. Cisco's like loving his abilities now because he's like, dang, I can see the future. That's way cooler than seeing like alternate like
seeing how
realities.
my friends die. Like this is a lot better.
Seeing how his friends and himself dies so bad. Right here. This is where Patty actually becomes like the most competent person in the show, where she's just like buries the Flash.
Yeah, and Joe doesn't know how to, like, take it at all. He's like, oh, she caught me off guard, Barry. I'm sorry. Like, she knows. Like, my bad.
Joe is terrible at lying. Like, once he got caught, he was like, yeah, no, I'm leaving.
Have you seen him run? He's like a duck. It's like, what?
He runs like a duck. Yeah, that was funny.
Have you had a duck run after you? They're fast and terrifying.
Whack, 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 whack. Oh, no!
Ah, they can fly!
So,
I can't do that.
Let's see here. All of Flash saving days. So she just links it. She goes like, okay, Barry's making these reports. They're always based around what the Flash is doing, and yet he knows things that only like the Flash would know.
And Joe's like, that's weird. Yeah, it is weird.
And Joe's like leaving the conversation.
He's like, nope, I'm out. I like how she's yelling it really loud. Is Barry the Flash?
Have you ever seen Barry run? He waddles like a slow-ass duck. That's so funny, Joe. I love you, man. You're great.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Joe's great. You're a terrible liar. He is. He's such a bad liar. Yeah, he's like Oliver Queen season 1 bad liar.
Really, yeah. Oliver's really bad at it.
Yeah. He was terrible in season 1. Like, goes over to Felicity. He's like, hey, I need your help fixing this laptop with bullet holes in it. What happened? I was at a shooting range. And I messed up. He doesn't have good plans.
He needed Felicity so bad in season 1. It was funny. Like, he just needed someone to help him lie. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, in Arrow, one of the best lines in there, besides the whole Oracle thing, where it's like it was already taken, where they're talking about what they would do in the past. She's like, yeah, I'd probably release this information to be a rebel. And he's like, yeah, I probably would have snapped that guy's neck, like old version of Oliver.
I like how we got emo Felicity in that episode, like goth Felicity.
Oh, so this part, guys, it's just Iris
is going to Wally.
She's getting this really like close relationship with Wally, faster than anybody else.
She's trying. She's really trying, but he's very distant.
But he is getting close with her. Like even in the first thing, we call him the White Ghost. Like they have an inside joke, And then it's like now she's talking about like hashtag serious, stuff. I don't know.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know. I want to start something. Start it.
No.
Hashtag serious?
No. Hashtag Ask Anthony.
Yeah, hashtag Ask Anthony. Like I said, guys, if you run to the nearest on-ramp, you will turn into a robot.
Oh my God. You can be Optimus Prime.
If you want me to call you Stubbs, just put your hand in the garbage disposal while it's on, and I will call you Stubbs. Every day.
That'll be your new nickname on the podcast.
Stubbs to the rescue!
I don't know what this is from.
I don't know. I'm thinking of Oliver running just like with one hand.
I feel that you're getting this as a reference from something else, though. Is it? No, this is just you?
No.
Okay.
It's a story. My dad told me he had a friend one time who lost a toe, and from that point on, they always called him Stubbs, and that has stuck with me forever as like the best nickname to call any amputee of anything. Just if they have a good sense of humor, like it's good.
So I totally didn't notice what Barry and Caitlin were talking about, but Joe calls him over and Joe's like, "Yo, Patty knows."
Oh, Joe,
I kind of messed up a little bit. Patty knows you're the Flash. My bad. Like I couldn't. I could have stopped it. I didn't.
It's pretty bad. It's like Joe is just the bearer of bad news in this situation. It wasn't like he told Patty. She's just smart and she figured it out.
Yeah, she's kind of a smart cookie.
Oh.
They really need to like get.
They're not even fazed by it anymore.
Yeah. Remember back when they used to like slam their hands down trying to catch all the papers before they flew away?
Yeah, they need a paperweight really bad.
Yeah.
They need they need it in a
flash. Run, Barry, run!
So, we get Tina McGee being saved here.
She's like, okay, it's done. You can go now.
See, I want to point out, time is always meant to be in a certain way, and because Cisco saw the future, this event didn't take place the way it should, so...
He's gonna kill her.
Time
Barry,
corrects
you need
itself.
to hurry.
He goes through a wall.
He goes through a wall again! It's like the second time he's been through an object.
Yeah.
Last time it was through a gas tank.
This
he had a
was
bomb
good.
attached to his wrist.
This one was good. It was just through a wall like Barry could do.
And Barry just destroys the tachyons.
Yeah. That was my way home!
What would have happened if he just killed him here? Like, would the world be just dead?
Cisco probably would have just, been taken out of existence in the most painful, quickest way possible.
Painful and quick?
Yeah.
I don't know
he just would have been just terrible.
It's just like his insides were ripping outwards.
You know in Bad Blood? You know in Bad Blood when that guy's head blows? Oh! Nope, I'm stopping there. But you know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna...
That's like the most painful, quickest way possible.
Yeah, we're gonna do a podcast on Bad Blood come summer.
If you guys haven't seen it, watch it. So, we get this...
Whoa, how is Reverse Flash? How did he, go faster than him? He's faster than Reverse Flash here.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Oh, boom! Just, grabs him and throws him into a room.
So, I like how Barry, straight up holds nothing back. Right here.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you.
It's like before
that. Fast enough, Thawne. I'll never lose to you again. And he's like, good to know. I beat you a lot.
You're both evenly matched before, but now Barry's got such an advantage on him.
He's probably been a speedster. How long do you think Thawne's been a speedster at this point? I know this is a weird question.
Well, he could travel through time.
So?
At least season 1.
He's really surprised when he time traveled, though. So that could have been an accident.
Like when Barry did it by accident the first time.
Yeah.
So, we're about... Thawne, if he had a show right now, he'd be near the end of his season 1.
Okay. So they arrest him.
So, yeah, they cage him. See, right now, Cisco's not, going nuts or anything.
It's only when he tells him.
Yeah. But he does get, a nose thing that he kind of does right now. Pretty soon, where he just kind of, it looks like he, something's bugging him. So, it doesn't... In this episode, Thawne never learns Barry's name.
No. And that's all he wants to do is find out Barry's name.
So he can go and kill his parents and cause all sorts of crazy mischief and adventures.
But the path that he puts the Flash on by killing his parents is what turns Flash into Flash, and he doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's the... See, right here, Cisco's like, my nose is kind of bugging me. Oh, he's got a little blood, yeah. It's it's all good.
Just a tiny nosebleed. We all get those.
It seems like as more things they do that alter the timeline, Cisco gets gradually worse. First they capture Thawne, So there we go. And then Cisco goes to talk smack to him, and then it gets a lot worse. And then Barry talks smack to him, and then Cisco goes full on in a seizure, going to die and fade out of existence.
Yeah.
So every interaction that wasn't supposed to happen just messes up Cisco hard. Oh, Cisco's talking about Jay's doppelganger, Hunter Zolman. Oh, that's crazy. That was thrown at me so hard, dude. I was like, what? Such a crazy thing just to throw in finally. Like, finally, Hunter Zolman gets his moment. So, right here, Jay's just saying, you know, I've known about him for a long time. You know, he exists. I thought when maybe he went to the park, like he would be dead, and he was like from like the 50s or whatever. Like when Jay was supposed to be like when the real Jay Garrick was a comic book hero. Like,
I thought he was gonna be in that too. And then when he said that we have to meet tomorrow, and I was like, okay, if you can't take her there now, it has to be time sensitive. You know,
he just knows where he likes to sit every day. I
yeah,
guess.
Hunter Zolman just likes to go chill, read the paper.
So right here,
read a book.
Cisco gets his like.
I love that. How do you
said.
fit your suit into your ring?
Yeah, how'd you get your suit? Like, everything. He just wants to know his origin.
Tell me how you got the suit in the ring. I need to know. How to do that? I have powers. And, like, they're all stupid. They tell him everything.
This is where Eobard gets the information to tell Cisco later, well, not I guess earlier in the show, you know, that you are going to be great, things like he's seen every time. I remember that whole speech he gave him? It's like, it must be from this information he gets now.
Yeah.
Knowing how awesome he's going to be.
This episode's kind of weird. It's kind of like a River Song episode, in all honesty, because we're seeing it at two different timelines for two different people.
They're meeting out of order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
exactly.
that the best way to describe it?
Hands on, that is the best way to describe it. And
for those of you who don't get the reference, why aren't you watching Doctor Who?
Yeah, watch Doctor Who. This is totally a River Song moment. See, Cisco had an interaction with him that he wasn't supposed to have.
No.
So it caused his nose to bleed even further.
So Patty is just, for some reason, in Barry's office because she just can't let it go.
I don't blame her. These two were, like, genuinely, like, going towards that path of being a serious, like, couple. And then, you know, all this stuff comes up and Barry's life has to change, so does Patty's. I've been avoiding you. You're just busy. She's basically telling him, I know you're the Flash in this moment. I like it. She just calls him out. I know you're the Flash, Barry. No.
No, you don't.
I'm not the Flash. You're the Flash.
The Flash isn't female.
That would be my response. I'd be so bad with it. I'd be like, you're the Flash. Like it's some sort of insult. It's like, you're possible to talk. You're possible to talk to.
He's like, I don't have to take this. I'm not the Flash, and like flashes out of there. Like,
be honest with me. You be honest with me.
What?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
That'd be great. So Patty's crying
again.
Cry, baby.
I'm gonna miss her from the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad. She was a really good love interest in this show.
Yeah. Now you know who his next love interest is.
He's got to get with his like stepsister. Weird.
You're only saying that because you just hate her, dude. Like that's the only reason.
It's his stepsister. That's the reason that you just
like force that all the time.
I get they're not related. Like they don't share the same blood, but that's like your stepsister, dude. Like it's already weird enough that her dad's like been like saying, "Go for it, Barry. Just get with my daughter, who's your sister." You know,
I've been molding you for this.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that's weird.
Didn't we decide that like Jay was like, or not Jay, but Joe was always molding him to be that's the perfect husband for Iris.
I know it's not like incest, but it's very close.
It's close.
It's close, and close is still weird. Like there's only not close and weird. Oh man, nah, he can't get with Iris. I hope she dies.
She dies in the next episode, I think, and then he goes back in time and saves her.
I don't think he should go back in time.
What, you gonna go trip the Flash?
I would. He'd be like, "No, Barry, you don't understand. I'm doing you a solid."
No. Stop, man. This is for the future.
Oh, so right here we get Barry telling. I don't know why he went down there without his mask. That was kind of dumb.
But he can't see him.
Yeah, but it's like, why even risk it?
It's CW.
Yeah.
He's trying to be dark and mysterious.
So basically, he just gets Reverse Flash telling him, you know, I did admire you. I wanted to be you. But then I learned I'm your greatest villain.
Our race is over. And you lost.
Learn what
I've
time
learned
you're-
what time you're from, Flash. And one day, I'll learn your name. And then kill you. I will kill you.
What I don't understand is like he's talking about like how he wants to learn his name and basically kill him. But
Look out, Cisco.
he knows he's dying soon. So what's the point?
Who? Barry?
Eobard. He knows that Barry's going to die soon. He's told him that a few times already. That this time period when you die. So why does he
But
even
doesn't
care?
know what time he goes back. He doesn't know how soon or how long.
Oh yeah.
Because so far we need Flash's. We got the white emblem. We need the suit to be a lot brighter red still. Because that's what it was when he went back in time or in the house.
Cisco's seizing pretty bad, and then
it's a lot more spandex too.
Oh, so we have a whole nother suit. And here goes Cisco
What's
seizing
happening?
exist.
What's going on? Where am I?
So Cisco, in his head, he's somewhere else, and
Yeah.
I hope they elaborate on that a little bit more. Where was he?
Where did he go? He went to the multiverse.
He has some sort of consciousness where he is. He just isn't passed out. Is he like?
Sorry, we're not talking right now. We're just focusing in on this very serious situation.
I wonder if he's like in limbo. Like he doesn't.
No, I don't think it's. I think he's in the multiverse. I think I know this is weird, but when Cisco dies, he then watches over the entire multiverse.
Weird, but Cisco's cool. That's awesome.
And Cisco or Barry has to live with this fact now. He's just like, I finally caught him. I can't let him go. I just caught him. It's like, if you don't let him go, Cisco will die.
You know what I've noticed?
What?
Look how panicked Wells is in this. Like, he is way more, like...
Panicked than he should be.
Like, he cares about Cisco pretty deeply, I believe, now. Like...
They've had bonding times.
Yeah, he is bonded with
I love
Cisco
this.
more than anybody else.
Because, like, in the future, he kills him. On, the Earth 1 version.
Time paradox? Yeah, he messed that up, huh? He laughs at him like, ah!
Who are you?
Like,
Oh.
he's like, how are you going to send me home?
He's like, don't worry about it. No, we didn't fix the device.
Came with a different method.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
It'd be cool if that was a cold gun and they just froze him. Done. Like he's just gonna be frozen for however long it takes. Ooh.
No one of consequence. That
That's
is
it.
a Princess Bride, reference.
I like the actor that plays Eobard.
Yeah, he's really good. He plays Eobard well. The only difference between he and the comic book version of Eobard is the eye color. Like, the blonde hair is set, like, the whole rest of him's, like, all set. The only difference is the eye color should be, the white in his eyes in the comic are black, and the color is, red.
I mean, they could do that with contacts, but I kind of get why they didn't. You know?
They might do it later or something.
Maybe. Well, when he comes back,
It might be
He didn't-
a
his
factor
eyes were
of the
like that.
Speedforce or whatever. You never know.
yeah. But I like that, how Wells is like, this is his origin story. You know, and it's going to happen no matter what you do. But right here, right now,
We have to say Cisco.
yeah, you can send him back to his time. You can save your friend. So, basically, you know, like I said, there's a fixed moment in time. You can't change this moment in time. Because if you do, you unravel all of time. You take away the Flash, you take away all his adventure, you take away everyone he saved, take away the particle accelerator, everything.
What if Barry was just like, no. And, like, the show was over.
Yeah, really.
Like, time just ripped apart.
Because after Cisco goes, it'd be the rest of them. I think Cisco's just the first of them.
Yeah. Because he's more in tune with his abilities. Which is weird to think.
Maybe he's the only reason that time right now is even being held together.
Oh, I love this. You know that drawing? That, like, really epic drawing of the Flash and Reverse Flash running side by side? Like, that's what I see with this right here.
Nice. Oh, there's a 52. Yeah, it's always there.
It's always
I know.
there.
I see it. You
So
know,
I love them
say it.
running around the tubes. Woo.
So
This is crazy right here.
as y'all know, you know, traveling through time is a big thing. It's difficult, but with two speedsters, you know, it's way more controlled.
So he already has the glowing red eyes. Why doesn't Barry ask, hey, how do you get your eyes to glow? I want to do that. And Barry gets one last hit on him.
Pushes him in butt first.
I want Eobard to fall back in and, like, lands right on his, like, head as he falls in. Just gets put in the hospital for a while.
So he throws Eobard, what, a few hundred years into the future?
About 300.
No, 300 years.
Or, well,
Man,
he's from the 25th century.
Man, if I were Eobard, I would so grab a bunch of coins and dollars and stuff, like, because by the time he gets back to his time, it'd be worth something.
True, but I don't think he's in it to get rich, dude. He's just in it to be evil.
I was like, how hard is it to grab a penny? A 300-year-old penny, it'd be worth something. Especially a mint condition.
Okay, so here we have Jay Garrick, and there's our buddy over there.
This Hunter Zolomon just chilling on a bench.
And Jay's just like, yeah, I had the same theory you did. It would have been awesome if that was possible. But, there is no Jay Garrick on this earth. He got dead. No.
See, right here, I thought he was going to point at some statue or something like that.
I thought it was going to be like a gravestone or something, or that just in loving memory of on the bench.
Oh, right there. His name is Hunter Zolomon. Hunter Zolomon.
And, like, all the nerds out there watching this episode were just like, dude!
Drop the mic.
Dude! Hunter Zolomon! Just freaking out while all their friends sitting there with them is just like, what? What's happening? Calm down. Breathe. Or don't. I don't care.
So, what does that mean? It's like, his DNA was mutated when he became a speedster. So, there's only one way to reverse that is to give him back his speed. That's the only way he could stay alive. And Hunter Zolomon hasn't become a speedster. His DNA is unaffected by the Speedforce.
Remember how we were talking about how Jay Garrick doesn't look like Jay Garrick from the comics?
Yeah.
And he looks a lot more like Hunter Zolomon from the comics?
Maybe that was
their end game.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to keep the actor in the show.
It is, too, because once he goes back to Earth 2, it's like they really can't keep him around.
They kind of need a Flash on Earth 2. Yeah.
And then, same with Wells, Tom Cavanaugh's going to be out of the show the second all this is fixed.
I don't know.
I mean,
everyone hates him on Earth 1. Or everyone hates him on Earth 2, so.
But it's like he's going to, on Earth 2, it's like he's rich.
He could be rich here. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe he could just step into the shoes of the old Wells.
Well, he could just take, like, some of the science that they have on that Earth and sell it here and just become rich.
Good point. I like how he said my head feels like it's in a vice. I don't know what that means.
Like a vice grip while you're, like, working at a workbench and stuff. It's that grip.
Oh, the thing that smashes
it's a vice.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was. I was like,
it's sad that I know it.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was at all. All right. So, Cisco's fine. Matter of fact, he wants Big Belly Burger.
Oh, I want In-N-Out so bad.
Oh, I ate so much Chinese food.
Dude, you should take me by In-N-Out.
Oh, that's, like, really far.
I know.
But, all right. Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
So... Right here,
all of our people who don't even go to In-N-Out.
I think I need a Big Belly Burger, and then
no pickles, 2 triples.
You got money?
He's like, never mind, I'll go hungry.
Yeah.
That's the sense of a college student. Hey, I'll get this. Hey, you got money? Nah, I don't need anything.
No money, you ain't getting a burger.
I'm not hungry. Never mind.
Them the rules. That's funny. So we get another Joe Barry moment here, telling about how awesome Barry is, and Barry's like, "Oh man, you're like my dad," and then they probably hug. I don't remember if they hug, but I'm just guessing they probably hug.
They probably do. They always. Where's Joe in this whole episode? Pretty much, like I bet he's in the side background.
Yeah, he's out. He's in the scene, but he's not in the scene.
He was in the warehouse when where Barry was like beating Reverse Flash. I have a feeling.
Just standing there. Just
Get him, Barry!
Kind of like not seen.
That's my son.
Yeah, that's my boy. Oh yeah, there's
right there.
There's the hug. Yeah,
they always hug.
Yep.
Oh, it's Patty.
They always have.
He's like, no, I'm out.
Hey Barry, I'm on the train. There's a man with a gun.
All right, hold on. I'll be right there. I'll go get help.
And then boom, he just runs off as
out.
Flash.
He is out. He's already at the train, and she hasn't even hung up yet. And then she's like, "Yeah, everyone's fine." False alarm.
I like how she calls him the Flash too.
Thanks for coming so fast, Flash. And then do you see, like she's just giving him that look, and then he reveals it to her right there, and uses his real voice and not his modified.
She's fully like
knows.
Barry's the Flash.
She knows, and Barry is accepting it and telling her right here.
He's like, I guess I'm fine with it. Dang it.
Hey, I'm not gonna see her that much anyway, so like it's no big deal. And she's a good person. It's not like she's gonna sell this secret on the internet.
She's like thinking, I'm gonna sell this secret on the internet. What if she just makes shirts? Barry is the Flash, like he just walks around, yeah.
Or just calls up like his
Barry.
He just calls up his enemy. Hey, Captain Cold. Hey, I know you need this information, and I'm really pissed at him, so I'm gonna tell it to you now.
That buries the Flash?
Buries the Flash. What?
Cold knows.
Yeah, I know.
How do you
He told me.
He told me.
Are you serious?
Oh, dang. I got it. I'm gonna call his dad up. Hey, what? You know too? What?
Why does everyone know?
Oh, dang. You know what? I'm gonna call Hot Girl.
How does he know Hot Girl?
Yeah, I don't know, but that was the worst reveal of his identity in the series so far.
What,
was just
right
Cisco
there?
slipping, and then he's like, "Come on, dude."
Dude.
And that Patty didn't know, and it was like a big thing now for like 3 episodes about Patty.
I think the best part was...
Well, that was the end of the episode, guys, by the way.
Yeah. I would have loved it, because like when he was talking to Eobard down in the tunnel areas, they say, hey, we need you in the Cortex room. I would have loved it if they were like, Barry, we need you in the Cortex room right now. And he's just like, just staring at Eobard. Dang. How do I erase memory? Is that a power I have? Like, asks him.
Yeah, it's called punching them in the face so they can't remember. You just keep it. You remember me, and then once they say no, you stop.
then they'll just, they're lying.
You just play basketball with their head at super speeds. You bounce it from one hand to the other, like bah, 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 like kind of like you're slapping each cheek, but you're hitting their temple. Bah, 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 bah. Eventually, they'll forget
Yeah,
or die. One or two.
So I just noticed this. We have not only like these countries that we have big followings in, we have a really big following in Germany.
Oh, nice. Hey, Germans, you guys make good chocolate. Send me some.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is the post show. We finally entered it. We talked a lot in the pre-show because everyone seems to like longer versions of that at the beginning. I get it too because they get to start the podcast and they don't have to like skip anything.
Yeah.
So for all of you who actually listen to the whole thing or just skip to the end,
hey guys, you're here.
Here we are. You haven't missed much. And if you're listening to this part right now, you still haven't missed much. What else is there to talk about now that's coming out? We got one go. Oh yeah, did you guys know that out there's a thing called Pokemon Planet? And it's just, it's interesting. I think it's fan made, but it's actually popular and it's out there. It's like, what they do is it's called Pokemon Planet, and you can play Pokemon, but online with other people at the exact same time.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
I was playing it for a little while. You could tell it's fan made, which says a lot about it. You know, like, not that it's so good because it's fan made, just you could tell that someone just really wanted this to exist and they worked hard to make it exist. It's a free account. If you guys are really bored, check it out. I found it by accident. I actually saw a YouTube video about like someone who made a game with Unreal Engine 4, and it was like a 3D Pokemon free exploration game, and they called it Pokemon Planet. And then I went to the main website, Pokemon Planet, thinking it was that, and it was just like the regular Pokemon that you're used to playing on a Game Boy, and it's just online. It's cool. If you guys are bored, check it out. It's free. You can make your own character. Catching Pokemon's fairly easy. If you've ever played Pokemon, you can play this game. What else?
I had something a second ago.
I just blew Phil's mind with this. Like, he didn't know this existed. Did you?
No, I'm just looking at it a little bit.
I was just looking through YouTube video, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Nothing really else to talk about, is there?
I don't think so. Oh, Speedforce is going to be at a con coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't talked about that. We're going to be at the February 13th Grape City Con in Lodi, California. Earth
1.
Yeah.
In Earth 1, not Earth 2.
Yeah.
If you're at Earth 2, for 1, you're in the wrong place. For 2, I have no idea how you're getting back. And for 3, send us a postcard. I really want to see what it's like there.
Earth 2. Didn't we say that on Earth 2 we do a sports podcast?
Yeah, on Earth 2 we do a sports podcast.
And Joey does a Flash podcast.
Yeah, Joey does. Joey, the unseen person of our podcast here. Yeah, he does. Yeah. By the way, you guys, he actually does do a podcast. If you are into sports, it's called Critical. It's not called Critical Hit.
No, Critical Hit's my Dungeons and Dragons.
It's called I forgot what it was called. I'll get back to you guys on this. But he does a sports podcast.
I'll kill you.
I've told him heck of times to write it down for me, and he hasn't. What's it?
The only reason you remember ours is because it's everywhere.
What's it called? I'll get back to you guys on that one. I'll probably say it next week. But my friend does do a podcast. If you're interested in sports, I don't know. Send us an email or something to ask about it. I'll tell you answers. But what else is there? That's about it. Really don't know anything else that's out there that's new that I've been aching to talk about.
There's a new trailer out for Batman vs Superman. That one's awesome.
Oh, we watched that.
No, a little clip came out where it's Bruce Wayne just talking to Alfred, and he's like, "This guy could destroy the single planet with any second that he wants to. If we think for any percentage that he is the enemy, we have to take that chance to take him out." And Alfred's just like, "He is not our enemy." Just like,
he's Superman.
Stop it! Oh, I'm caught up on Gotham finally.
Oh, good job.
Oh God, that was good. I love Alfred. I love the beatdown that Alfred gives her. Like the what's her name? God. The girl that he just like I can't even.
Oh, Barbara
Tabitha.
Gordon?
He beats Tabitha down and just like destroys her.
Yeah, Gotham, excellent show, guys. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's definitely worth it.
I know a lot of people don't like it for lots of different reasons.
It got better. It got way better. Like later. It was like Arrow. Like it starts off kind of slow, and you're like, I don't know about this, and you're like, well, I'll watch it. It's DC, you know, I'll give it that shot, and then it gets better and a little bit better. Then one season blows your mind. You're like, oh my gosh, the Joker, and then
Mr. Freeze is going to be in the next episode.
Yeah. Guys, watch it if you're in the DC comics. You will like this.
Yeah.
What else is there? Supergirl is out. Legends of Tomorrow. New Arrows are out now. Also, guys, I know this is kind of weird for our podcast, but if you guys are into sci-fi craziness, X-Files just returned, season 10.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. I started watching
Robbie
it.
Amell's in it, isn't he?
What?
Robbie Amell?
I didn't see him.
He's supposed to be
is he in
that
it?
show. Yeah.
I mean, I just
That's
didn't
why he's no longer on Flash, just because he got a job there.
Maybe I just didn't recognize him. I'm going to look for him next time. He's probably such an obvious character, and I'm just stupid and didn't notice him. I just was like, ooh, X-Files. But, yeah, guys, if you guys were into the X-Files at any point in time, this is actually a continuation of the old series. Like, from Season 9, when it ended, this is considered Season 10.
Did you ever watch the original series?
No, but I've begun watching it. And it's fairly good. Like, I would give it, the thumbs up. I could see why it started all this, like, paranormal stuff. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Great theme song, scary, kind of chills your bones. And also the show Heroes Reborn, I've been keeping up with that, and that's also another great show to jump on if you just want to see something that's not DC, not Marvel, something that's off the beaten path. It kind of reminds me of X-Men, but kind of OP X-Men. That's the best way to describe it.
I haven't watched it.
Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
Don't knock it till you watch it.
No, I just haven't watched it. I know that there's a guy in that show that I like, the actor I love so much. He was on Once Upon a Time, playing the worst villain ever. He's the kid on Heroes, I think.
Oh, the kid?
The blonde kid or whatever, I think.
He's probably the kid of Master of Space and Time.
I think that's probably what he is. He plays the most ultimate villain on Once Upon a Time. He plays Peter Pan, and it's like scary how evil Peter Pan is in that show.
Oh, dang. That's cool.
Yeah, like if you were watch Once, like I'll tell everybody out there, watch Once Upon a Time if you want to watch a fantasy show. If you liked all the Disney fairy tales, you would love this show. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite shows out there. It goes to my top 5 of shows that I watch all the time.
Another thing out there, so I was just saying, if you guys want to watch something off the beaten path, watch Heroes Reborn, especially if you watch the original Hero series, because it's also just like the X-Files, it's a continuation of the previous series. They're doing that a lot now. I've noticed they're bringing a lot of shows back.
Yeah.
But, guys, soon...
Except Firefly.
Yeah, except Firefly. They probably will bring that back in time. Same with Constantine. I'm really feeling like they're bringing reboots to bring back everything. But, guys, me and Phil... We're talking about it, but we haven't decided when or how it's going to come out. Phil mentioned maybe in the summer, but Batman Bad Blood, we are going to do a podcast on it. Yeah, it is excellent.
Well, I was just figuring that when summer rolls around, we do our same thing that we always do with our summer season, where we do all the we do just animated films. I think that could be like a constant thing, because they're always making new ones. It's not like we're going to run out real quickly.
Yeah.
If we do one every other week instead of every week.
Basically, the next time we can't post the Flash podcast, it will most likely be a podcast on that.
Yeah, we've done the other 2 so far.
And this one, honestly, it tops the rest. Like, I really liked it, dude. The story was way solid in it. Like, I was like, oh.
I didn't get the hit as much as you did, but I liked it. I did enjoy more Dick Grayson in this than we have been for a long time.
Damian Wayne, his comic book origins are coming into it, and he's getting better.
I know what you meant now when you said that, like his comic book origins.
I know Jason Todd wasn't in it.
That's the only reason I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I was very disappointed by that movie.
But guys,
didn't have Jason.
if you're interested in the Bat family, if you like how
this is the rise of the Bat family.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, if you like how the New 52 is starting to go with Batman and stuff, it is really based on the comics. I really like how the route they're taking with this Batman series and how they're not making individual films anymore, but continuations in the same universe. And this film really builds it into what we see as the Bat family now. And if you guys are interested in it and you don't have time to read the comics, you could always go to the Comistorian's YouTube page. He does a great job explaining the Bat family and Damian Wayne's actual comic book origins, which are starting to come into these DC animated films.
I want to also talk about how I know a lot of people out there hate these new films, and it's like, I understand that it doesn't have Kevin Conroy, it doesn't have the original people doing the voices. I get that. Like, I totally get that. I actually hate the voice actor that they have for Batman right now. I like the actor. I'm a huge fan of him. I just don't like him as Batman. I hate the Batman voice that he does. It just doesn't say Batman to me at all. I do love Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern, though. That is the perfect choice ever. And I love that he's
I want to do more Green Lantern stuff in the DC films.
They're going to be doing another animated Justice League movie, which is Justice League vs. Teen Titans, which looks super good.
If I were to rank like favorite heroes in DC, it's like obviously Flash number 1. But
yeah,
second would probably be Green Lantern. I really like Green Lantern. I like
which is ironic because they're best friends.
Yeah.
No matter which Green Lantern or which Flash you choose, they're best friends.
They're good.
With one.
They're solid. There's buddies.
There's Jay Garrick and oh my god, what's his name?
There's Jay Garrick and then there's Barry Allen.
No,
and then there's Wally West.
No, Jay Garrick. Who's the Earth 2 Green Lantern? Alan Scott. Oh. Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, Barry Allen, Hal Jordan, Wally West, Kyle Rayner.
And he's also friends with what was it? What's his name?
John Stewart.
John Stewart too. Wally West is friends with 2 Green Lanterns.
Yeah. But he's more so with Kyle Rayner because they're the same age.
Yeah.
They're really close to the same age.
Yeah, but I just really like how the Green Lantern, how it's just intergalactic police. But individually, they have the power to change everything. One Green Lantern. And there's many of them.
I'm so excited for the Green Lantern movie. They haven't cast anyone really yet.
They should cast me as
Hal Jordan or Kyle Rayner. I see you
Both.
as Kyle Rayner. What?
Both. This green screen. I want to be like a Medea's family reunion thing with me.
No.
Like, that'd be great.
No, don't ruin it already. Ryan Reynolds tried that, and he did it. We don't need another ruined Green Lantern.
Don't say hello like all the time, like, or something like that. I haven't seen those movies. I'll just be like that. Green Lantern is here, hello, and then I'll be using my Green Lantern powers all by will.
You know the best part is me and my friends had a discussion on this. Do you know who the worst Green Lantern is?
Who?
Abin Sur.
I remember who that
is. The guy who died and gave Hal Jordan the ring.
Oh yeah, he's pretty lousy.
He was the worst Green Lantern because he died in a spaceship.
But he did train Kilowog, didn't he?
I thought they trained together.
Did they train together? I thought he trained somebody important in there.
Sinestro, I believe.
Sinestro, yeah. He trained Sinestro
because they were best friends. But here's the thing: is Abin Sur died in a spaceship.
He's a Green Lantern.
You don't need a spaceship.
You
just create an aura and fly.
I get it if you're using a spaceship and it starts to crash, but then there's like do the Green Lantern thing.
Are you
like
telling
use
me
your
that there
ring
was something?
Get out of there.
Are you telling me that there was something very important in there that he was protecting? Because if there was, he could also carry that while he's flying.
Haven't you ever seen like the bubble that they can make? You know?
Yeah. Have you seen the sailboat that he makes for Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was great, guys. If you're bored, watch that Robot Chicken where like Green Lantern where like he carries Batman.
Like, I hate being in the bubble.
It's like demasculating. That was funny.
So demasculating.
So
he's like, what do you want? And he's like, I have a plan. Let's go. And like he flies in him in a sailboat, and he has a little sailboat hat made of green construct. It's hilarious.
Oh jeez. But all right, guys. I think that's all we got for today. And I hope you enjoyed our podcast. Who's starting it? Me? All right, so guys, if you wanted to join the discussion with everybody, go to facebook.com/groups/Speedforce podcast. You can also have your thoughts, theories, and conspiracies read on the podcast by sending in your emails to speedforcepodcast@gmail.com. You
can also join the West Coast airing of The Flash for a live tweet using the hashtag MTSBWY. May the Speed Force be with you. For on the second Easter eggs and jokes. We've been getting a lot of new followers on there because, like, my live tweets.
Like, yeah, I mean, more followers the better. I hope so. I hope it just keeps continuing at this rate.
Yeah.
So, for us here at Speed Force, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Phil. Ride the lightning.
Gone into my lab to experiment that night before lightning flashed around me and time changed speed. Now I gotta try to be so patient until calamity will strike, because when things change in an instant, it's almost fast enough for me. And I'll be there before you know it. I'll be gone before you see me. And do you think you can imagine anything so lonely? And I know you'd really like me, but I never stick around, 'cause time keeps dragging on and on.